So right now I am just working on making the set for the Spider-Man versus Venom little mini series that I've been making. I think I'm on part 5, I'm fairly certain, and I'm adding a bit more little things in the background, like the bottle there and the lids, and then like moss growing on some of the buildings or whatever. And it is a debate to, in this new part, have these just kind of in the back. I think it would look kind of cool, and I could use that as a storytelling piece as well. Like that can get ripped out of the ground and either could electrocute Venom, or like the vibrations could affect him, something like that. Or Venom rips out of the ground, uses it like a bat, something like that. What else was I? Yeah, sorry. So just working on the background right now, and I'm thinking of how I want to start the video. And what I want to do is, because the last video ended with Venom like gonna take a bite out of Spider-Man, it's gonna start with Spider-Man having to grab both ends of Venom's jaw to like make sure, well, he doesn't get bit, obviously. And the heads that I have for that is this very open jaw, which it fits kind of big on the select figure, but I think it works enough so that I could like fudge it in. So yeah, here's the select figure here, and this was the Monster Venom head, and it does look kind of big, but I would just have him like, well, like that, obviously. The whole point of what I'm trying to say here is it's a debate between this head or this head, but this one doesn't look like as open as this one. But I kind of want to animate the tongue, so it'd be like the jaw is open and it's a close-up of Spider-Man having to like pry his jaw open, and like Venom's tongue could be like wrapping around his neck or something, or just like irritating him or grossing him out or whatever. And it got me thinking that a while back in my Leatherhead custom video, I liked the idea of making that jaw. So I kind of want to do a quick little head sculpt for the Venom with the moving jaw, so I can have him with or without the tongue. And I would take the tongue out for this particular scene that I'm thinking of, so I can animate the tongue in afterwards. Yeah, I guess. And I've been wanting to make heads for a while for like multiple different characters. I just haven't really had the need to like break out the clay, if that makes any sense. Because, I don't know. It's just been an idea that's been in the back of my head, but I didn't really have a need to do it. But I wanted to, so I guess I'm gonna do it. I also have the Marvel Legends Venom here, and I want to be able to have the head fit on both figures, because I like having variety. Oh shit, there goes your arm. And while I'm at it, I also want to make another head sculpt for the Spider-Man figure. I want to give him a torn up mask, because in this video I think this is gonna be the end for the like Venom versus Spider-Man little series that I've been doing. I want to start an actual Spider-Man stop motion series where it is Spider-Man as a teenager. I'll be using like the 2-pack Vulture like ultimate teenage body first. I'll do that for a season, and through each season he'll be getting older, and like, you know, that as a series be like, I want Spider-Man to get fucked up in this video. I want this to end on like a cool high note. I have some ideas in mind that I've not done in a Spider-Man stop motion yet, and executing them is going to be really fun, and I can't wait for you to see what I have in store for that stuff. I think I'll probably give him one of the just regular hands, so we could have like skin tone hand and like half the rip mask, so it's like semi battle damaged, because I don't want to like wreck this figure. I'm extremely cooked, if y'all haven't really noticed. Okay, so with the Venom stuff, I'm gonna start with just the top half. So I'm just gonna be making this part, and then have a little piece of wire that can go under the jaw, under the roof of the mouth there, and then it'll connect to the bottom of the jaw, and then I still need room for the ball joint. So I don't know, it's not working, I guess. I don't know. Man, I don't know how to talk to people. Shut up! I don't care, dude. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I don't know, the idea is there. It looks pretty big though, but I don't know. It looks freaking huge. Yeah, I don't know. I think I gotta. I guess I don't know. Yeah, that's slightly better. A bit more thin. Looks freaking weird right now, though. It looks like a whistle on its head or something. Let's see. Oh, that. I mean, I guess that already. I might just have to like pose it though to make it look good. I really need it for stop motions anyways. I'm not. Whatever, man, I'm making it. Alright, so I decided against making it a movable jaw because it was just making it look too awkward and I wasn't able to get it the way I wanted it to. So I just decided I'm gonna just make it its own head sculpt, and that's kind of what I got going on so far. I'm not gonna bother with the teeth for all individually being clay. Actually, that gave me a totally new idea. Originally, I was just gonna have the ends of the toothpicks because I poked a bunch of holes in there, so I could just snip off the ends and then glue the ends of the toothpicks out, so there'd be like a bunch of teeth sticking out everywhere. But if that doesn't work, I could just also make little teeth and then glue them in afterwards, because putting a bunch of teeth around there, it would just kind of ruin head sculpt. It does look a little big, but I kind of like how over exaggerated it is. Just like really pissed off. And I have a little hole there, so I'm gonna make different posable tongues. I want to have one this size, maybe one a bit smaller, and then this a ridiculously huge one that can, like, curl around him, just curl around Spider-Man, just random ridiculous cringe. Alright, yeah, so that's what I'm at. So there's kind of an idea of what I got for the ripped mask. It's kind of hard to pick up right now because of how bright it is on just like the white clay, but once I paint over it, it'll be a lot easier to see what's going on with all that battle damage stuff and like hair and everything. Alright, so this is what the two head sculpts are looking like so far. I'm gonna throw them in the oven now, and once they're hardened, I'm gonna paint them. I still think I'm gonna make the teeth for Venom, and I might make another head sculpt or like an accessory if I can think of something before I put them in the oven and like put all my clay stuff away. So I might make something else, I'm not entirely sure yet. But these guys are good to go into the oven, and then good to paint, I guess. I don't know, I'm excited to paint them. I think they're looking kind of cool so far. And at some point in the future, I will be making a 2012 Ninja Turtle series. Like, I'll be using the Nickelodeon figures, and I will be making alternate heads for those ones as well, so they can have different expressions and stuff like that in the videos. Because in the 2012 series, they had a lot of very like dynamic expressions, so I think that's a big part of them. So if you're excited for that turtle stuff, yeah, there it is, I guess. So this is where Venom's looking like so far. The paint looks very sloppy right now. I'm still gonna do other coats of pink and stuff, but some of the teeth on the bottom jaw are painted. I'm probably gonna go over them again with maybe some darker brown near the bottom a bit, so the teeth look kind of gnarly. And then we have pink and red. I'm probably gonna go over again to get rid of like excess white tan color there. And once the mouth is all done, paint this all black. I don't think I'll add any blue highlights because the Marvel Legends figure doesn't have any blue highlights, so that might kind of stand out a bit. And as well, on the side here, there is the different sizes of the tongues. So there's kind of like the medium size, and there's a ridiculous sized tongue here, and the smaller one. And they're just gonna fit like that. Of course, once it all dried up and everything, it'll be a lot easier to put them in. And then when you bend them and put them in a pose, they'll probably look a lot better as well. And then back here is the Peter Parker head sculpt I'm working on. Just the first coats have been applied of this tan color and then the brown hair. Just a little bit of black I'm going to add for the mouth. Got some hair poking out there. Actually, I guess I can color that as well. But that's where I'm at so far. Alright, so this is what the head looks like with a bunch of the toothpicks crazy glued to the top of the mouth and then the jaw there. I think it looks pretty cool. It definitely looks a lot better on the select body. Here is what it looks like with one of the tongues. So that looks pretty dope. Here is that longer one, which I think looks pretty badass once you get it in correctly. Hey, buddy! Here's a shot with the tongue. I might need to add a little bit more hot glue, so a bit more snug when it goes in there, but still, I think it's pretty cool. And then there's the medium one as well, but that's not done drying yet. So yeah, that's pretty much where it's at, and I'm starting to enjoy it now. Alright, so I've been doing some work off of camera, and this is what the two heads are looking like so far. Here's a closer look at the Venom. I've added some Sharpie details on him already. I am pretty sure I am done with the Venom head. I might add a little bit more lines on like the teeth so they stand out a bit more. I've added the Sharpie on the gums and like the eyes. There's hot glue and glow-in-the-dark green and lime green paint mixed together to make this slobber. There is a little bit of blue dry brushing just to make it pop a little bit more. And without even realizing, this head sculpt kinda gives me the same vibes as the original, I think, the original Marvel Select Venom figure, as well as the Spider-Man Classics Venom figure when the Venom mouth is coming over top of Eddie Brock's face, and you can see little bits of both Venom and Eddie Brock. It's a really dope figure. I had it when I was younger, but I don't know what happened to it, and I'd love to pick up that figure again. And with the Peter Parker head, I've added a lot more detail here. I pretty much just need to do the black line on the eye, as well as maybe a little bit of white on top of the black afterwards. Kind of give it like that shine, like the glare off of his lens. And the pupil, the black might be a little bit too much. I might redo the eye again, but I really don't want to because I've done it like 3 times now. I've added the light brown over top of the darker brown, and I've added white to some of like the tears and stuff, like the fabric underneath the red. And with the Venom tongues here, without even realizing, they fit perfectly with the Marvel Select Venom, and it's pretty dope because I'll be able to actually use these bendable tongues and stop motion stuff with this head, because with the clay head I can definitely see like taking the tongue in and out all the time. I could see it starting to chip away at the clay, so actually being able to pose the head around without the worry of breaking the actual head is pretty dope. So I will actually be able to make some pretty cool, interesting stop motions with Venom's tongue. So look out for that. You sicko. But I should be fairly close to being done here, so I'll show you that when I'm done. So. Alright, so this is what the Spider-Man head is looking like. I think I'm done. I had a bunch of different details and stuff on the back of the mask. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, I put some clear coat in there, just because I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we might do something. You know? Alright, so that's what it looks like. I think that's pretty dope, honestly. Now I'm really hyped to think of an idea where this could happen in stop motion videos. Trying to get some different ideas. This is what the Venom head looks like. And with Venom, I put a whole clear coat of this over the figure. I don't know if that's like the correct way to use that, but it worked for me. I really enjoy how that looks. And inside the mouth, because of that clear coat glaze, it makes it look like wet and like moving, and it makes it look so weird and kind of gnarly. There's some details in the eyes and stuff. Yeah, I really enjoy how it turns out. I think it looks kind of dope. Also, the tongue also has a clear coat. Oh, that is cool. It looks gross, dude. That's so cool. Damn. That looks cool. Don't mind me admiring my own work as well. Alright, so I think that's gonna do it for this video. And now that I've finished making the Venom head, I can start with the opening of the new Spider-Man vs. Venom stop motion. So look out for that, and thank you for watching.